Kind of nervous. Hopefully, no one calls me. How's everybody doing today? How's your aunties? This is the Twain Show. You're listening on 95.5 Spinnaker Radio. Man, been a long time. I should have been here way quicker than I should have. I should have been here way sooner than I should have. It's the only beginning. It's only beginning. It's all I always wanted to do this. I really did always want to do this. I really did. I had fears, man. I really did. I had fears preventing me from coming in here, but I'm here now. Really, the fear was I didn't believe myself that I was gonna be a failure on the radio, but I told myself I have to because it was always back in my head. It was always in the back of my head to say, "Ooh, come in here, come in here, come in here." Well, now I'm in here, and best believe y'all gonna be hearing my voice for a long time because I got ambition, okay? And that ambition will be heard, all right? I want to be known, even if it's just local. I want to be known. I have big plans. I really do. I wanna. I'm starting YouTube. I'm gonna be uploading my radio, these live shows that I'm doing currently. They'll be uploaded on YouTube. So if you missed my live show, you could just watch it on YouTube. Check that out. As well. I'm also gonna be doing a little relationship YouTube channel with my girlfriend Madison. We got plans, big plans, challenges, skits. You're gonna learn a lot about us, and I'm honestly excited for that. But I want to go back to what I'm looking for, what I'm trying to be for real. I'm trying to be a hard worker. I'm trying to do something. I don't want no regrets in life. I really don't. Nobody wants regrets in life. Clearly, I don't. I know you don't. Don't lie to me. But yes, I don't want no regrets. I don't want to feel like, oh, dang, you missed out on this opportunity. You should have took it. Because I should have. I should have. And I am. Well, it says the biggest fear I had was that I was going to fail. I mean, and that's a common fear for a lot of people. They think that if they jump in, they're going to fail. And that's going to bring you down. It's going to bring down your self-esteem, your self-confidence. And nobody really wants that. Nobody wants that. And I had the same thing. I thought it was going to be, if I fail, if I fail, it was basically a failure. Nobody going to look at me differently. But like I said, so we all started back when I was a junior. I had these goals, had these dreams that I wanted to reach. I really wanted to reach. But I couldn't. But I was like, should I? Like, should I do it? Like, I want to write a book. I was like, should I write a book? And then, like, once I got into, like, all these other stuff, I like, bro, I like discussion. I like talking to people. I like interacting. I don't see y'all, but I know y'all listening. So I was like, dang, man. So I really wanted to do those things. Really wanted to join the radio, and well, I'm here now. I want to stay consistent as much as possible. Hopefully, if my job don't do me dirty, which I don't think gonna fire me as well, is that hopefully I come in on Thursdays. I do these morning shows for you guys. I hope you enjoy. I hope you come in and listen and enjoy it as much as I am going to enjoy it. And like I said, please support me. Support me on my YouTube channel. Like I said, if you missed this, it's okay. Y'all gonna love me because I love myself. Obviously y'all gonna love me. But let's jump right into it. All right, I gotta get serious real quick. People my age, cause I'm only 18. I'm only 18. So there was a little poll on Twitter. It was done by Hip Hop Number. This is Hip Hop Twitter. And if you've ever been involved with Hip Hop Twitter, you know how honestly it get pretentious at times. Like people think, oh, I listen to Earl Sweatshirt, so I know what music is. Oh, I listen to Big L, so I know what hip hop is. Like, I mean, really? And then you got the NBA YoungBoy fans, but we ain't gonna talk about them. But anyway, so like I said, it was a poll on Twitter, and it was like, "Hey, name top 10 best hip hop artists." Let me clarify that: artists of all time, not rapper, not rapper, artist. It was such a horrifying list. It really was. It was despicable. I don't know why. And you could tell people who voted for it, they showed their age. They showed their age. So it was like number one was Kanye. Okay, okay, that's respectable. Cause he got college dropouts, like Paulo. Okay, that's respectful. Then things started getting tough. First of all, they had Frank Ocean in top 10. Is Frank Ocean a hip hop artist? I'm confused. I don't remember this man rapping on Pyramids. Do y'all? What about Ocean? A potato flew around. Okay, so clearly they had Frank Ocean, they had Drake in there, which I kind of agree with. They had, I don't really remember the top 10 list like that. They had Mac Miller was number three, I think. Mac Miller was number three. Really? Really? Like, they're showing the age. Mac Miller was in there. Travis Scott was on the list. Lil Wayne. I was like, huh? Kendrick Lamar, Childish Gambino. It was a horrifying list. So I thought I was going down. I really did. So I was like, fine, you know what? Let me give my list. If I'm going to judge y'all have the right to judge me. All right? That's only fair. So I said, let me give you my list. So I wrote down my top 10. This was actually kind of hard. I owed you. So even though I was making fun of them, when I did my top 10 list, I was like, there's so many hip hop artists out there. It's like, how can you decide? And like I said, this is artists, so not rappers. Because if it was rappers, then on my list I'll have Biggie, Nas, and Pac, and all of them on my list. But artists. So I look for other things. I look for success. Even though most of them aren't going to be successful, clearly. Your style, impact. What can you do differently? Your music style differently. Or I mean, your music style differently. That's what you want to look for. All right, so here comes my top 10. I'm going down the list. I'm going 10 to 1. I'm going 10 to 1. And y'all tell me if you agree with it. So, at number 10, I got Tyler the Creator. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm one of those Tyler Creator's fans who started liking him when he dropped Flower Boy and Igor. Igor was a great album, and for his Flower Boy. But he got Cherry Bomb, Wolf, and Goblin. Damn. So now everybody know Goblin is just But I can see the appeal. No, I can't. I lied. I really can't. If you like Goblin, I mean, cool. Do you? But to be honest, I couldn't get behind Goblin. Cherry Bomb was awesome. I love the beats. Everybody said it was unorthodox or just weird for you. But, I mean, it was nice. They were nice. The beats were so smooth. That's why on Apple or wherever, he got only the instrumentals. You need those. I should put that as an intro for my, I should put one of those songs as an intro for my radio. But Cherry Bomb was nice. But you could tell the direction he was going. He was basically teasing how Flower Boy and Igor was shaping up to be. He was changing his style up. And obviously got Wolf. That was above average. I thought on Wolf he displayed some above average lyrical capabilities, which I actually agree with. I think he did pretty good lyrically. And that's what really excelled. Wolf, I didn't really like the production that much, but I did like the concepts behind every song. They were nice. And then he got his best album, Flower Boy. Flower Boy. There's so many great things about that. I could come in strong with Rex Orange County on it. It's nice beats, lovely. I just love it so much. This dude look at me. Why you look? Anyway, so many, so it was nice. It was, and then the beats, the production. I can't stress that enough off of the production. It was so smooth. It was every song was different. Every song. And then he appealed to people who like his old stuff with Who That Boy, with ASAP Rocky. And then I feel like he did, I thought he appealed with Potholes with Jaden Smith. I think Jaden Smith did an excellent job on that track. My favorite song, Boredom. Boredom, it's so many great hits to talk about it. It's like, it's amazing. It's so smooth. It's like, found some times to do some things. Like, that hits your soul. That really does. It really does. It hit my soul really perfectly. But, and then you got Igor. No, I'll admit, calm down, people. I did not like Igor like that at first. It was kind of, it was like a, let me describe it like this. If you get Flower Boy and dumped it in a batch of Skittles, and you pulled it out, that's what Igor is, in my opinion. But I can say it grew on me, and then I admit my favorite song is Earthquake. Like I admit, I do like Magical Wand though. I do like Magical Wand, but no, I gotta go Earthquake. Playboy Cardi, the GOAT. He definitely killed it. His baby voice is so majestic. I did, like I said, I didn't. But now that I like Igor, it's definitely a great album. I noticed people going back and forth if it's a rap album, if it's alternative rap. I don't know. You wouldn't consider it. I consider it alternative rap, or yeah, I consider it alternative rap to be honest with you. That's what it is come off as to me. But I got him at number 10 due based off of his style that he came off like. It was different. It was different. I did like it. I did like it very much. It was nice. I like how he progressed because like from Goblin to Igor, like did anybody imagine that? Like I said, he did tease it, but did anybody imagine that? Did anybody imagine that it will like go all like go from that pivotal shift? What I mean basically mean like nobody expect that from him. So and then but I went from there, and if you one of those Tyler Creator fans who like oh my gosh I don't like his new style. Well, I mean, that's okay, actually. I'm not going to get on you for not enjoying it. But, I mean, that's his path. So, go listen to Goblin some more. All right, so time for my number 10. This is a hard list. Number 9, I got coming in with Drake. It was a flip-flop between Drake and Tyler on the number. A lot of these could be rearranged or just kicked out. But Drake, I'm going with him off of, come on, people, popularity. That's the only reason why. The man been in the game for I don't know how long. He don't miss. I know y'all gonna say, oh, he missed a lot. No, that man doesn't. And I'm not even the biggest Drake fan. I'm not. I like a couple songs. My favorite song right here is Hotline Bling. That sounds great. But I like a couple Drake songs. I'm not gonna say he's definitely not trash. I mean, like I don't know why anybody. That man's not trash. He can spit when he wants to. He's a powerhouse. That man's a powerhouse. That's what he is. Like everything he drops is a hit. Everything, even if it's mediocre to buns, it's just he always hits. I don't know why. I guess the 30-year-old fathers bump into passion fruits. I don't know. It could be that, but like I said, he's been in the game for 10 years plus. He never missed. He collaborated with almost every artist. I mean, there's not him and Future are just two walking legends when they just collab together. It's just so great. I actually can't wait for Time to Be Alive 2. That's gonna be really exciting. Really, I tell you, Life is Good got boring. Even though I messed with the remix, only messed with Future part, and Baby part was kind of alright. It was alright. That's really good. I got Drake coming in at number 9. Now this one, I just felt like I had to put because they were just so revolutionary for gangster rap, and that's NWA. Now we all seen the movie, so let's not stay on them for too long. But NWA, we all know what they did. They were like a pivotal shelf in gangster rap, and I thought that was really good. I mean, my favorite song by Don't Express Yourself. It's so different. Everything that whole album was different. But I don't want to stay on them for too long. I just feel like that's the reason why I added them. That's the reason why they're at number 8 spot, just for that one, right there. Now number 7 is also a main reason why I added this artist is Lauryn Hill. I keep holding you back. I don't even know what I said. I don't even know what I said. I think I know some of the lyrics. But Lauryn Hill, Miseducation, Fugi. Those she was part of both. Miseducation is a classic. Let's get out. It's a classic. Is the album is so beautiful. I just think it's so beautiful. That's it. X Factor is a classic song. D Wop 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 Things. D That Things is a good song. But the reason I add Lauryn Hill because she basically like said like just put female rappers on the map. I mean, besides what's her name, who also made a pivotal part. But I think Lauryn Hill was a big part. She won Grammys, and that really influenced the genre if you think about it. You have one, she's a minority, and she's a female. So you add those two things, and she dominated like that with one album. Also, she had Fugi, and that was also great when they dropped some album. I think one album, but yes, Lauryn Hill was great as well. Then, so we have Rakim, him and Eric B. We all know what they represent. They're so awesome, great. I think they should stay. I think he should have came on the list. His wordplay is what really gets me. His wordplay. Low Kim, him and Method Man, I love their wordplay. I love how they form the lyrics together to make such just bangers. It's bangers. So I think Rakim should be on here. He's one of, in my opinion, one of the greatest word playing rappers out there. Number 5, we got the best. We got the best hip hop group out there. A Tribe Called Quest. I love these guys. I really do. Their music, they were poetic people. They were poetic. They weren't rappers. They weren't hip hop artists. They wrote poems. They wrote poems. And they put them on such lovely production. Lovely. Just beautiful. So I had them only because I felt like they were different at the time. They were kind of like they were different for at that time. They wrote poems and their music kind of they talked about important topics in their music. They were very conceptual. So that's why I put A Tribe Called Quest. Move on to number 4 spot. People. We got the one man himself. The GOAT of our generation. The GOAT of our generation. At number 4, we got Kendrick Lamar, K-Dot. Kung Fu Kenny. Kung Fu. So we all know who Kendrick Lamar is. We know what he represents. We got Good Kid, Mad City, Timber Butterfly, another album I can't name on the radio. We got those 3 albums. Great. He don't miss. I don't remember last time he had missed. People gonna say his latest album was kind of a miss. No, you're wrong. That, in my opinion, that album aged pretty well, to be honest. There's some songs I do admit that got old, but I just like the songs that got old. The songs that I liked in the beginning, they got old, but the songs that I like that I thought were like bad got better. Like I didn't like Fear that much. I didn't like God, but I didn't like Fear. I didn't really like Humble, even though I know it was it was a hit. Humble was a hit, but it was just so bad. It was so bad when I first heard it. It was just so like I didn't see the appeal, but it was great. But Kendrick Lamar, he fused with jazz hop with Timber Butterfly. It was very deep. Should have won a Grammy, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Album of the Year Grammy. We ain't gonna talk about that. He should have won it. Um, the man don't miss. He brings a lot of things to the genre. Really, he brings a lot of stuff to the genre that we all wish we every artist could do. To be honest, he brings originality, he brings bars, and he brings bangers. There's only one person I know who does that efficiently. That's Denzel Curry and Andre 3K. I would say Anderson Paak, but he's not hip hop. So I think we should put Kendrick. I have Kendrick Lamar at 4, so let's go back. So we got number 10, Ty Creator, number 9, Drake, number 8, NWA, number 7, Lauryn Hill, number 6, Rakim, number 5, A Tribe Called Quest, number 4, Kendrick Lamar. Already my list is better than that poll. Now, like I said, I can't blame hip hop number. He's not the one. He's the one who got all the data. But them voters, you got Travis Scott, people. Travis. Number 3, I have Dr. Dre. I know I have NWA at number 8, but I feel like Dr. Dre is a standalone king. He should be up there, and he should be top 3 at all time. Really, I don't think he should ever move. When it comes to best hip hop artist, I don't think he should ever move unless like somebody like me who's original and special comes around in the hip hop game and just change everybody's lives, the whole genre lives. But sadly, there's not that many people like me. But anyway, so I got Dr. Dre, number 3. We all know what he does. He just influential, this all around. It's all around, man, influential, and that's alone should be top 3. But that's not. I'm not even saying it. Like we got the Chronics, really, people. Like, have we listened to that? He collaborated with artists like Snoop Dogg. Like, it's just amazing. Everything that man put out back in the day, in early 2000s, 90s and 2000s, which is classics, some fun classics. And like I said, he collaborated with a lot of artists like Kendrick, a lot of people he collaborated with. So I got number 3. Number 2, I have 103K, but I'm gonna actually say Outkast, cause I'm not finna do Big Boy like that. I'm really not. I'm tired of Big Boy getting the end of the stick, like he was this some guy who just tagged along with Andre 3K. Don't get me wrong. I think Andre 3K is the better artist. I can't actually argue Big Boy's a better rapper. I low-key can, but people say Andre 3K is usually the better rapper. I will admit he's the better artist, but I can argue, like I said, that Big Boy is a better rapper. But like I said, Andre 3K, Outkast, Staconia, Kim and I, my favorite album. Kim and I is so beautiful. Everything about Kim and I is so great. Like I think, like it just rolls apart. The song of Kim and I, it just embodies what Outkast is. Then you got Speaker Box, Love Below, and that was a massive hit, won Grammys. Sorry, Miss Jackson, they were just a part of like hip hop, and they put a lot of people on. I think people don't realize how Outkast put ATL on Atlanta. I mean, I think they had some part with Future. They had some parts with Future. I like that. They had some parts for they had some play around parts for that. That was really good. What they did, Outkast Save is revolutionary, just like Dr. Dre. Really, these top 3 people, top 3 is all revolutionary, influential, and that should be noted. That should really be noted. And Andre 3000, we had to do a best rapper. Also, I got to put him top 5 as well. I got to put Andre 3K top 5. Like I said, Big Boy does get the end of the stick for a lot of reasons. Only reason I don't know why. That man's good as well. I just know Andre 3K is just more what's the word? Diverse, really. And he's original. So number 2 is Andre 3K, and number 1, okay, this is the only thing I actually have to agree with the list that was displayed on Twitter, was that Kanye is rightfully so number 1. You know something, people? Don't everybody know the song American Boy with Kanye West and Stelly? That's how you pronounce the name. Everybody loves that song. It's a classic. It's enjoyable. It's beautiful. It's take me on a trip I'd like to go someday. Like, who doesn't like that song? If you ever heard it, I hope you get on the program. But guess what, people? Guess who doesn't like that song? If you hear that song, guess who and you like that song, and you know it's a banger to this day, guess who doesn't like the song? Her name is Madison. My girlfriend. Her name is Madison. I was fit this on her that day. Let's continue. So, Kanye West, we all know who he is. Kanye West, everybody think the man is kind of bonkers, but I love him as an artist. I do. College Dropout, in my opinion, is his best album to date. I know most people say my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. That's fair. That's fine. That's cool. But College Dropout is what, like, it's just so, his production is so original. It's so different. It's so beautiful. It works for, I think he could make a beat for any artist out there. I'm telling him to make me a beat for when I start my rapping career. Stay tuned. Because, like this man Kanye can do it all. He can. He can. If you want a song for every type of emotions, like, that man could do. Influential, that's just facts. We all know he just dropped he dropped a great album with Kiss. He goes with collaboration with Kid Cudi. And he dropped Yay, which was mixed reviews, but I think it was actually pretty good, solid. I give it a 7 8. Actually, I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. So yes, that is my list. That's my list, people. Kanye, Andre, Dre, K-Dot, Tribe, Rakim, Lauren, NWA, Drake, and Ty Creator. I feel like that's a more solid list. Now, you can argue Ty Creator, you can argue Drake, and you can argue NWA. You can argue all of them. You can argue all of them. But my opinion is just good. And honestly, it's better than the list. They had Mac Miller. They had Frank Ocean. That list automatically gets disqualified. They had Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean. I wish I would go outside. Somebody said, "Hey, want to listen to some hip hop, some rap?" Like, yeah, we're going to say hip hop, some rap, and then you throwing some Frank Ocean. What? I like throwing on, I like throwing on some Janae Aiko when I tell you I want to listen to some jazz. What? Turn that, man. Anyway, so yeah, man, that's my list. But actually, in other great news that we have to talk about, this is great, wonderful news. So, artist that's under the camp of TDE, Top Dog Entertainment, is just confirmed that his album is done, people. He says done. I think he got to do a little bit more mixing, but it's done. And that is Isaiah Rashad. Now, if you might know Isaiah Rashad, that man don't miss. That man don't miss. I don't care what anybody say. That man's a walking legend. He's a walking goat. Everything that man drop is a banger. Everything. So Isaiah Rashad is a TDE artist. They ain't been with them since 2009. He got one mixtape he dropped with Sylvia Demo, dropped in 2014. And then he dropped another album back in his first debut album back in 2016 called Sun Tirade. Both critically acclaimed. Both were great albums to many people. And now it's been a 4-year hiatus. That man left us for 4 years. I'm about to cry for a second. That's just disrespectful. Like, why would you? Like, you have people like me, a diehard fan, waiting for you. We can't even get a single. You know what I used to do? I used to go on YouTube and look up snippets, man. These used to be like 15-minute long snippets of Isaiah Rashad stuff. He go on IG Live, and he used to talk about. He's like, hey man, here I am in my car, here I am in my studio playing some songs for us. Like, man, drop the song. Like, we been struggling. I haven't been happy since 2016 because of him. When he dropped, I swear to God, I will be happy forever, forever. I told I told my girlfriend, I said, listen, I said, when he dropped, I'm listening to that album for a whole month. Don't turn on nobody else. Don't turn on no Roy, no Brent, none of that. No Drake, none of that. Isaiah Rashad a whole day. Now, if you've never heard Isaiah Rashad, like I said, he's a great rapper. Sun Tirade, it dealt with a lot of depression, mental health, substance abuse. That's really reflected in Stuck in the Mud, AA, for the squad, all that, and then he talk about a lot. And then Sylvia Demo, I feel like Sylvia Demo is my favorite. Well, I'm a diehard Isaiah Rashad fan, so both albums, I constantly switch on which song. I don't really have a favorite song by him because I constantly switch on which song I like by him. But guess what, people? This man dropping an album. He just went on live the other day, yesterday. Not even 24 hours, this man talking about something. Hey guys, my album's done. Oh wow, that's cool, Isaiah. You wanna drop it? That's up to them. Once. Why are you telling us this? What are you supposed to do with this information? Give us a single. Give us a single off that album. This one. We've been starving. I've been starving. Like, I don't think anybody realized how does it feel. I've been listening to Isaiah Rashad since 8th grade. I'm in college. So what? That is, that's 4 years. 4 or 5 years. So about 4 or 5 years I've been listening to that man. And 4 to 5 years, I've been listening to the same 2 albums. The same 2. That's not nice. I mean, okay, like I'm a diehard fan. Okay, you can call me a stan all you want, but like, so I can listen to that stuff constantly, and I get tired of it. But you gotta realize, when you love an artist, you just want to hear new stuff from them. You want to hear new material, new sources from them, because that's what interests you. So, but he dropped a new album. The album is called "The House Is Burning." I actually don't know what that means in the grand scheme of things. We got no cover art. So we still need some information. We still have to wait and see what direction it's going with. And I do want to talk about what to expect from the album. I do expect some type of him. I want him to tell him what's been going on in his life the past 4 years. Because he would go on live sometimes, talk about, I remember one time he went on live, talk about some family issues, but I don't want to get into that. Like I said, he talked about some family issues, but I want to know what's going on in his life. I really do. I want to know what problems he had, what mental health he had, any arguments, debates, beefs, or, any confrontation with people. I don't mind this track from you. Go ahead. And, he's, see how he's been holding up, any love affairs he went through. Talk about his children if he want to. I want to know what's been going on in his life. That's the whole point of music. The whole point of music is to you to express yourself. So you can express yourself. That's what I want to see him do. Express himself like he did. And hopefully, if I want to know what direction you want to take, the production on Sun Tirade is better than the Singing Demo, in my opinion. So I would actually like to hear that production. But one thing I want to hear him be gritty again. Like, I'm looking for that hard-nosed vibe. Like, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm looking for that. Because he demonstrated that multiple times in Modest, Park, Shot You Down. Like, he demonstrated that. Like, he said, yeah, if I wanted to be gritty, hyper, and, like, just in your face, he could do that. And I like that. I like that side of Isaiah Rashad. Because it sounds like he putting more emotions into what he's saying. It's like, I like to hear artists that when you sing or rap, it's like you actually like mean what you say. It's like, yeah, like I actually like this. What I'm telling you is how I feel. Most artists won't do that. So, but but knowing him and knowing the direction he take, I am not worried at all. My man doesn't miss. Like I said, that man is the walking legend. He's a walking goat. All right? He walks in, everybody stares. True that. So I can't wait for that. All right. Now, talk about music, talk about the people on Twitter. Please go to some more music before you do polls like that ever again. Talk about Rashad. Now, let's transition over to sports, and specifically Dak Prescott in the NFL. Now, as we all know, Dak Prescott is an unrestricted free agent, and his contract is up. So, in March 18th, his contract will be up, and him and the Cowboys is having a little disagreement on the contract. That's okay. No, it's not. Let me tell you why. Because, so it's being reported that he's won 40 million, be the highest paid quarterback. Let me tell you that, people. That's bonkers. The man went 8-8. Why would I pay you 40 mil to go 8-8? What do I look like? What do I look like? I ain't no fool. But don't get me wrong, he should get paid. The man was a 4th-round pick. He exceeded expectations as a 4th-round quarterback. He made Pro Bowls. He won the division. He went to the playoffs. All right? Yes, he had a down year record-wise, but his stats went up. He had career high 4,902 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 8.2 yards per attempt. That's pretty well. That's pretty good. Pretty well. That's pretty good, people. That's pretty good. We got to commend him for that. So, I don't see the problem. If he asking for 40 mil, you can't give him that. I wouldn't give him that. I'll hit him with the deuces. Say, hey, man, you know, we had fun. Got you a smoothie out. Got you a smoothie in the back. Get your car, get your Bentley, wherever you got. You probably don't got a Bentley. You know, we ain't paid that well. So, go get your Toyota, ride off. But hey, like I said, I think he deserves to get paid. He exceeded all expectations. Now, what are we looking for? Where I think he should get around 34 million. Personally, I think he should get around 34, 36 million. I think that's a perfect contract. It's being reported that though he's looking for more guaranteed money, which makes sense. But so no 40 mil. Don't get that man 40 mil. If you do, I don't know what to tell you. That's not smart. They're not gonna get it to that man. I know that. I don't know why they even have all these contract disputes. I mean, like they do that, like the Cowboys have so much talent just to go 8-8. Like that's so despicable. Like they about to be the Falcons soon. And we all know what the Falcons looking like. Even though they were, but we'll see how the Falcons do next season when they're all healthy. But Cowboys is just so bad, man. I don't understand how they did was so terrible this year. It was so terrible. And then you got Stephen Jones on Dak Prescott talking about, oh, he's our franchise quarterback. Why you extend that man a contract in his 3rd season? Why did you wait until he was a free agent? We know y'all finna get that man his money though. Like I don't even know why they even trying to play victim or hold out. Like you know that man's gonna get his money. You know he'll hold out. And I know that with the whole CBA player associations on the whole things going on with the 17 games. I know that's a fact that's playing with the contract, and I'm honestly intrigued to see how that was shaped. I've seen a lot of superstars saying no, and then a lot of other players or people I think they're saying yes. They're trying to be beneficial for the lower players, trying to get them as much money as possible. People think that the NFL and the owners and the players should split 50-50, which is fair. But that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. As an owner, you would not do that. No. Like I said, I'm not saying I would. I wouldn't do it. But you're an owner. They're stingy. They care for money, coins. Why would I sacrifice my coins? Obviously, but you guys also though, the players is the product. They're the product. So so if they go out, you're losing money. Which because obviously the players don't play, nobody's gonna watch, nobody's gonna pay, nobody's gonna be in your $1 million stadiums eating $10 hot dogs. Man, nobody's gonna do that. All right, we're gonna watch the XFL and watch them chug beers all day. That's all we're really gonna do. Um, okay. Um, as I continue, Dak Prescott should roughly get 34, $36 million. And so like I said, Stephen Jones said that's a franchise quarterback, but he won't. But it seems like what about franchise tag? That wouldn't be smart. That wouldn't be smart. Wait, that's your favorite play. That's your franchise quarterback. You want to franchise tag him? He's gonna upset him. This ain't Kirk Cousins. He's gonna upset the man. But that's it. That's really it with Dak Prescott whole shenanigans. It'll get done eventually, or it won't. He might hold out. He goes to a different team, but I don't really see any team taking him. I mean, I guess Cowboys would like that. I mean, would they take Tom Brady? I mean, they're in a win now situation. Wouldn't you take Tom Brady as well? When you put yourself on the line for Tom Brady? I mean, we all know who he represents. That man has to go. As you know, we're listening to 95.5 Spinnaker Radio. This is the Twain Show. My name is Twain. Like I said, I will be here more than usual. Y'all gonna love me voice. You're gonna love my voice, people. Alright. Speaking on the NFL, I think we should talk about the future of what it holds. And when I mean the future, I'm talking about the quarterbacks. I'm talking about Pat Mahomes, Sean Watson, and Lamar Jackson. To be honest, Pat Mahomes is already that guy. Did y'all see that man in the Super Bowl? Did y'all see that man in the Super Bowl? That man was lights out. Okay, let me get that. Okay, fine. He played. I think he played bad in the first quarter, but as the game got kind of long, around the second and middle of the third quarter, or I think right the whole third quarter, he was kind of iffy. He was bad. Okay, he was bad. But I'll tell you, my man knew that. He said, "Listen, y'all got me. Y'all got me. As long as y'all got me, we go win it." When you got that man, he's like a LeBron type player. When you have that man, you know there's a chance that you go win. As long as you got that man, that guy. So, Patrick Mahomes, we know he represents. Second year in the league, MVP, 5,000 touchdowns, 5,000 touchdowns, 50 touchdowns, 5,000 passing yards. Crazy. I was like, wow. That's my biggest fan. I ain't gonna with you. I didn't know about him in Texas Tech, but I wasn't really, crazy about him. I didn't really care because, I knew my team wasn't going to take him. But I knew about Texas Tech. I thought he was solid. But now, that man exceeded all my expectations. When that man was in Super Bowl, I was so hyped. When that Chiefs defense stepped up big in the clutch. When that defense got stopped, I knew it was over. When he threw that pass to Tyreek Hill, on 3rd and 16, whatever it was, I was like, mama, there goes that man. That's how I was. It was just so crazy how he just willed his team back to the finish line and put them over top. And that's what you really want. Put your team over the top. But as we know, we got Lamar Jackson, who was the MVP of the 2019 season. 2019-2020 season. And he had a lot of doubts. I don't know, why is that stigma for mobile QBs that they are risk, that they're dangerous. If to be honest, they don't get injured. I think people think that the RG3 situation, which is like a false equivalence because he didn't really get hurt. Like he didn't get hurt scrambling. So I mean, like, why is that they think mobile QBs? More people get hurt in the pocket than scrambling. So like, why is this stigma with mobile QBs that they don't get hurt in the they don't always get hurt because they're more fragile? When not Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, when he got nicked up earlier, guess where he was? In the pocket. When Mahomes missed a couple of games, guess where he was? In the pocket. Like people don't understand. Like people like this notion. You know, Pat Mahomes is not a mobile QB. This notion though that all mobile QBs are more of a risk injury wise than pocket passers, pure pocket passers. It's just wrong. Didn't Matthew Stafford just miss his whole season? What about it been? Like what? So what we're talking about that these guys are like that? Like that narrative needs to die now. It really does. But you know why they use it. To be honest, they use it when they use a mobile QB. They use it on African Americans who play the quarterback position. That's really it. Yeah. And so everybody knows that Lamar Jackson. People like, oh, he need to change his position. Oh, he can't play the quarterback position. All he does is run. Like, did anybody watch this man in Louisville? Like, did anybody watch his Heisman season? That man was crazy. Like, that man was so good. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought Bill Pepper should have won. I don't know why. Like, but he still did good. He still did good. It just amazes me how like people question like question him because of like he's mobile and like that's that bias that they have coming in from like old players. That's what that bias like so. But I feel like Lamar Jackson have a high ceiling. He's an MVP his second season in, just like Mahomes. People want to bring up the Titans game where he actually played pretty well. I blame actually the play calling. The defense got kind of they got sunned by Derrick Henry. Earl Thomas, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I feel like he actually Lamar played well. It's just the play calling was not what expected. They went on it on fourth down multiple times, and they never converted. They never converted, and that's the problem that they surfaced. And like I said, they went away from the running game. They went away from the running game and let Lamar throw it. I don't know why. You run more of like a balanced offense per se. So like you should. Why would you escape the run game? I've been working the whole season to pass it. And like I said, it's not like Lamar was inaccurate. The receivers dropping the ball. In the first half, a lot of receivers dropping the ball, so that stopped a lot of momentum, a lot of going down the field. But he had over 500 passing yards? No, he didn't. Yes, he did. I think it was 44 at 500 passing yards, which was really good. But I feel like he's gonna be back. I feel like I was actually praying for Mahomes and Chiefs and Ravens in the AFC Championship game because I feel like that would have been awesome. Because Mahomes beat the Ravens twice now, and I know this lost Mahomes. And before it was Lamar wasn't ready. And then second time it was that the Ravens was a whole completely renewable team down the stretch of the season. So clearly you can't compare both. So that's what I was expecting. I knew that it was gonna be fun to watch, fun to see, and hopefully we get that. But let's not sleep on my man Deshaun Watson. Now, Deshaun Watson has something that Mahomes and Jackson is not suffering through. And that's the head coach position. Bill O'Brien. What a man. What a man. Be on the sidelines, just doing nothing. That's what he be on the sidelines doing nothing. Like, that man is just out there for fun. Cause so in the playoff game against the Chiefs, had a comfortable lead, and guess what they did when they had a comfortable lead? You knew that man Mahomes was on that side, and it's not like the Chiefs were losing like what you like the losing the way you think they were. No, it was just bad mistakes that Mahomes could not control, like drop passes, wide open drop passes, bad special teams, defense getting bit on plays by the offense by Texans. I actually give Texas credit because that was a great play. With the screen right into a fake screen and the guy went up the scene. I thought that was a great play. But yes, Deshaun Watson, he just needs a new quarterback, head coach. He needs a new head coach. That's really it. Cause there's no other way there's no other way that you're gonna like move forward, move past it with when you have O'Brien as your head coach. Like no, and then they got rid of Clowney, which I think they shouldn't have. But I think that was a contract dispute. So that happened as well. So, but Deshaun Watson is a great player. He's in the same vacuum as Mahomes, Lamar, and Mahomes and Lamar. He could do it. I feel like he'll have an MVP under his belt one day. But hopefully he gets a Super Bowl. I actually want all of them to get a Super Bowl. I would love all of them to face each other constantly for years to come. Because, it's going to be constant change. Because most people think Mahomes is going to dominate it every time, both of them every time, but I actually disagree. Because I feel like Watson had that swagger, he had that clutch gene, he got them intangibles that allowed him to push his team forward, and that's what I love about him. Lamar Jackson is high class, high flying, just powerful. Like he's a juggernaut. He really is. He can beat you in so many multiple ways that it scares you. Like, his arm should not be taken lightly. His legs, we all know what his legs represent. That, at any moment, any time, could kill you. And nobody wants that. And then we got that man, Mahomes. Mahomes, we know what he represents. That's, like, that man, I don't really know what that man's a legend. It's so crazy because, like, he already got one MVP and one Super Bowl. So, like, if he keeps playing for a long time, and let's say, like, we know he's gonna break stats, he know we're gonna break numbers, like he might, right? It's all in, right? It's like all over. He might be top 5. He might be. He can pass a lot of people easily. He gonna pass a lot of people as long as he got Andy Reid, and you get him his weapons. That man is unstoppable. And to wrap things up, we got the thought of the day. And let's just say, so I woke up around 4 in the morning, and guess what happened? You watch them be on BNT or something, they have them miracle spring water. Like what? It's like, oh, if you do this, you drink this water, your life will be healed. And they have all these people coming on, and the commercial runs for like 4 hours. Like, it takes forever to get off. Man, like, I feel bad for the people. Cause you really have people believing that stuff. That's not fair. That's not fair. Like, what am I gonna do with spring water? Like what? Like this? Like I can't do nothing with that. Like it made me laugh. It really does make me laugh. Because in my opinion, I think it's a scam. It's always the same dude too who's saying, "Hey man, I do this." So, but like, why? Like, I don't think they should. I don't think they should do that. I don't think they should advertise that. I think they pay for it. They pay for it to be on TV. I mean, I just be trying to watch my Martin, and it just comes on. And it comes on for like a whole hour. It feels like an hour because I swear there's like no commercial breaks. That's the commercial. It is a commercial. It's a promo. And like it lasts forever. And it's just so bad. But that wraps things up, people. Thank you for joining me on the Twain Show. You're listening to me on 95.5 Spinnaker Radio. I love all your faces, you sexy gremlins. That's what you all are. Um, I will be back hopefully every Thursday so you can hear me rant or whatever I gotta do. And thank you. Thank you for joining me.
This hour is sponsored by UNFspinnaker.com, the #1 source for news, sports, and entertainment for the University of North Florida.